There we go. Alright. Hello! Welcome to part 2 of Mass Effect 2. I know I started focus mainly on Days Gone, but I feel I'd go insane if I just, and burnt out if I just played one game. So, I'm still going to do that, but I'm gonna sprinkle in some Mass Effect every now and then, just so I, don't start banging my head against the wall. In the last episode of Mass Effect, if you remember, Shepard died for real. Like, not pretending, not, oh, they found him, they thought he was dead like Captain America. No, he died. Like, dead, for 2 years. And he was brought back by Cerberus, the human insurrectionist group, and we escaped with our friends Jacob and Miranda. And Miranda has some very nice things to tell us and show us later on. No, that is not an innuendo. I promise you that is not an innuendo. You think it might be, and well, maybe it is a little bit, but no, it actually is. It is not. And we are here to meet their boss, the Illusive Man. Actually, wait. Do I have to talk to her? Just start it?
The Illusive Man is very impressed with you. I'm eager to see if you can live up to his
I guess I do.
expectations on this mission.
Thanks for
I
resurrecting me.
never got a chance to say how much I appreciated what the Lazarus Project did for me.
I just hope it was worth it. A lot of people lost their lives on that station.
We don't have to be enemies.
We have to work together here. Your attitude isn't helping anything.
I have the utmost respect for your abilities, Shepard. It's your motivations that concern me. I believe in what Cerberus stands for. Only time will tell if you prove to be an asset or a liability to our cause.
Okay.
What can you tell me about this colony we're going to?
Freedom's Progress? It's a typical human settlement in the Terminus systems. They had a small military force for protection supplemented by mechs and security drones. Average in almost every way, really. Completely unremarkable.
Oh, that's
Until
right.
disappearance.
No, we talked to the Illusive Man last episode. We are here to actually start the mission now.
Any thoughts on what we might run into there?
A lot of empty buildings and one giant mystery.
We're going to investigate a human colony where all the residents just up and vanished. And this isn't like on Pharos where it was just like a few dozen people. No, this is like in the thousands. Thousands of people just disappeared with no trace. And we're here to figure out what the fuck happened.
I'd like to know more about the Lazarus Project from the person in charge.
I wasn't in charge. The Illusive Man was. If I was running the show, would have done a few things differently.
Like
What
what?
would you have changed?
To start, I would have implanted you with some type of control chip. But the Illusive Man wouldn't allow it. He was afraid it might affect your personality, alter your character somehow. He wouldn't let us do anything that might limit your potential in any way.
Excuse me. Oh, Miranda.
Can't say I like the idea of being brought back to life with a control chip in my brain.
The Illusive Man is taking an incredible risk with you. I just hope his gamble pays off.
Tell me a little about yourself.
Worried about my qualifications? I can crush a mech with my biotics or shoot its head off at 100 yards. Take your pick.
So Miranda and Jacob are biotics, but I think they're different classes. So Jacob is more he's a sentinel, so he focuses on tech and biotics, and Miranda, I think she's just pure biotics.
I was trying to get to know you as a human being.
I'm not looking for a friend, Shepard. Stay focused on the mission.
Did you and
Where'd
Jacob
you
serve
train?
together in the Alliance?
No, the Illusive Man recognized my potential and recruited me at a young age.
How old were you?
Old enough to know this is what I wanted.
Very questioning answers. I actually have something to say. It's a little prediction. There's two characters we're going to meet in this that I think you're going to very very much and kind of connect with a lot. Would you believe it if I said she's actually one of them? Miranda. She's one of the characters I think you'd like and connect with once you learn more about her. There's reasons for everything she does. You'll see. You'll see. I know, you with your squinty eyes.
It's obvious you're not interested in talking.
We've got an assignment. We can talk about it or we can do it.
Oh, and I just noticed something. I don't know if it's because, we transferred new... I don't know if it's because... How do I phrase it? Shush! I don't know if it's because, it's something everyone gets when they transfer a new save, or if it's because I did the quests, but I got a shitload of money. Well, shitload, just maybe around 150k, a little under that. And a bunch of fucking, materials that we're gonna need for stuff later on. Because there is research and other stuff that we need for weapons and the ship. You'll see when we come to it, though. Let me talk to Jacob before we head out.
You to join us, Commander.
Those colonists need my
I just
help.
want to find out what happened to those missing people. I still don't trust Cerberus.
Nope.
Noted. Do you trust me, Commander?
You know what? I do. Just because you, you were the one to come straight with me and say who you worked for, even when other people's, you know, was like, nah, don't do that,
You're
man.
a good man, Jacob. But you might be working for the wrong people.
Maybe. But I thought the same when I was with the Alliance. That's why I'm here now.
So, unlike Miranda, Jacob was former Alliance.
Do you know anything about this colony we're going to?
It's called Freedom's Progress. Don't know much else. I guess we'll find out when we get there.
So this is some of his backstory.
You said you served in the Alliance?
5 years in total. Stationed all over the galaxy. Even spent a couple of years as a Corsair.
I've never heard of the Corsairs.
It was an Alliance initiative. They hired independent starship captains and used them for missions that fell outside official Alliance jurisdiction. Technically, we weren't part of the Alliance. If we ever got caught, they could disavow any knowledge of us. We were supposed to be free from restrictions and rules, but there was still enough red tape to sink a cruiser. I finally just gave up.
So they were essentially legal pirates, for the most part.
Why did you join Cerberus?
I guess I just got tired of never making a difference. So much of what we did in the Alliance seemed pointless. I thought things would change after the attack on the Citadel. Humanity was finally invited to join the Council, but nothing changed. Politics, bureaucracy, same bullshit, different leaders. Cerberus is different. When colonies go missing, we don't commission a team to write a report to figure out what the hell to do about it. We just go and find out.
That's all for now.
Yes, sir.
So there is a little bit more information about Jacob. Back in the day, there was actually a phone game you could get. I forget what it was called, but it was a game where you played as Jacob, and Miranda was along for the ride too. You basically had to stop a plot to assassinate the Council. It was after Shepard died, though, I think, where a Batarian was going to basically gas and kill the Council that way, but he stopped them. And he actually kind of brings it up later on. Import bonuses. You receive the following bonuses for importing a level 55 character into Mass Effect 2. 350 experience, start at level 4. A bunch of credits, a bunch of materials, Paragon and Renegade points. Credits, and there we go. So we're going to the planet now.
We should be there shortly, Shepard. The elusive man put us under your command.
Excuse me.
Do you have any orders?
What did you find at the other colonies?
Nothing. No signs of attack, no corpses, not even a trace of unusual genetic material.
I'll
against the
explain
crew.
right now.
They just disappear. We've got no target to go after.
So nothing. No bullet holes, no nada. They just vanished. But yes, some character... Okay. Without getting too much into it, some characters can... every character has at least 2 outfits. They're the one you see when you meet them, and then one you unlock later on. But originally, there was also a way you can get a 3rd outfit for some characters, and that was by DLC. You had to pay like fucking $5, I think. They went crazy with downloadable content for Mass Effect 2. Sure. And they added those in for free in this game. It'd be bullshit if you had to pay for them. One thing I remember vividly though was they were doing a promotion with Dr. Pepper, and I drank a shitload of them and went online to put in the codes so I can get special armor pieces and I think a weapon too. But it was mostly... No, it didn't really... I didn't even really need to get... I was like maybe 5 in total to get everything. It wasn't that much. But my mom would always get me Dr. Pepper so I can get the codes.
Are you sure you'll be comfortable following my orders?
We didn't bring you back from the dead just to second guess you, Commander. If the Illusive Man says you're in charge, you're in charge.
Alright.
What makes you think this investigation will turn up anything new?
At other colonies, official investigators got there first. Sometimes looters or salvage teams as well. We're hoping to be the first ones there this time. Maybe find clues before somebody else disturbs the scene.
Our first priority is to look for survivors.
That's unlikely, Commander. No one was left at the other colonies. They were completely deserted.
Be nice to find somebody. Anything's better than another ghost town.
Okay. You get the full arsenal. Pistol, shotgun, assault rifle, sniper, and the grenade launcher. Because I'm a soldier, gonna stick with the assault rifle. For now.
Looks like everyone just got up and left right in the middle of dinner.
Very strange.
Strange. No bodies, no structural damage, and no signs of battle.
Kind of sounds like you can hear some whales in the distance, doesn't it? Maybe.
That sounds like a bet for some
Mechs!
Strange. Food resistance. Felt that one! Watch out to the right!
No, I heard it that time.
Shoot them before they take out the shield.
Fuck.
Ammunition.
God, I gotta get used to the cover in this game because I'm so used to it being automatic from Mass Effect 1.
They should have recognized us as human.
Someone reprogrammed them to attack on sight. We're not alone here.
See? Eddie gel. Oh, the freaking hacking minigame. It's not hard, but it's a little tedious. But they are worth doing so you can get shit. Because money in this game, unlike the one before, is a lot more tighter.
You're done!
I did put it on a higher difficulty, right? Veteran, hardcore. I might put it on hardcore a little later because I do want a chat. Quarians.
Praza, you said you'd let me handle this. Wait, Shepard?
I'm not taking any chances with Cerberus operatives.
Looky who it is.
Shepard? Is that... You're alive?
It's Tali.
Remember when I gave you that Geth data tally? Did it help you complete your pilgrimage?
Yes, it did. Praza, weapons down. This is definitely Commander Shepard.
Why is your old commander working for Cerberus?
I don't know. Maybe we should ask.
I didn't have a choice.
I nearly died, Tali. Cerberus spent 2 years rebuilding me. They want me to investigate attacks on human colonies.
Likely story. No organization would commit so many resources to bring back one soldier.
You haven't seen Shepard in action, Praza. Trust me, it was money well spent. Perhaps we can work together. We're here looking for a young Quarian named Vitor. He was here on pilgrimage.
Actually, wait, shit, it might actually be 3 characters, because you might like Tali a lot later on, too. Because she's actually a character now. Unlike the last game. Why did Vitor
Isn't
come
that
here?
a little strange? A Quarian visiting a remote human colony?
Quarians can choose where they go on pilgrimage. Vitor liked the idea of helping a small settlement. He was always nervous in crowds.
She means that he was unstable. Combine that with damage to his suit CO2 scrubbers and an infection from an open-air exposure, and he's likely delirious.
When he saw us landing, he hid in a warehouse on the far side of town. We suspect he also programmed the mechs to attack anything that moved.
So they are here to pick up their friend.
Vitor's the only one who can tell us what happened here. We should work together to find him.
Good idea. You'll need 2 teams to get past the drones anyway.
Now we're working with Cerberus?
No, Praza, you're working for me. If you can't follow orders, go wait on the ship. Head for the warehouse through the center of the colony. We'll circle around the far side and draw off some of the drones to clear you a path.
Sounds like a plan. Oh shit, that's right. The Quarians have a big reason to hate Cerberus specifically
Your
because
people really don't like Cerberus. What did I miss?
They killed our people, infiltrated our flotilla, and tried to blow up one of our ships.
That's not how I'd have explained it exactly. It was nothing personal.
We can argue over who killed who later. Right now, we've got a job to do.
Agreed. We work
it
together
was
to
a
get
plot
Vitor.
point in one of the books. I forget which one. But they're pretty good. At least the first 3.
Make sure to keep in radio contact.
Will do. Good luck, Shepard. Whatever happens, it's good to have you back.
Oh, and in this game, if you choose to, Tali can actually be romanced, unlike in 1.
Be careful, Shepard.
You can start your romance with her in this game.
Up ahead.
Thanks for the warning. We'll take care of him.
We've been spotted.
Oh,
Impact event.
she's doing pretty good. She's more assertive. She's a big girl now.
Use overload
Maybe
on
we'll see some more a little later. Shit. Jacob is fine-ish. It's mostly Miranda that's... Oh shit, and she's dead.
Got him. Got him.
Fuck, what the hell? They fucking respawn, hold on.
Shepard, Praza and his squad pushed on ahead. I told them
Excuse
to
me.
wait, but they wouldn't listen. They want to find Vitor and take him away before you get here.
We should have expected this.
Come on. We can still catch them.
This place feels very... rocky. But in like, oh, where's my concussion shot? Fuck. Hold on. God damn it. Give me some room.
Alright, Shepard. We are inside the
There
loading
we go.
docks. Vitor reprogrammed the heavy mech. It's tearing Praza's squad apart.
They did
Oh,
want to get to Vitor
fuck.
first.
Get your squad covered and I'll open the loading bay doors.
We'll take cover by the doors. Shepard, you take point. Heading to cover!
Excuse me. Oh. There's the big boy.
That mech's got heavy armor plating. Those Quarians
Not
never stood a
Tally,
chance.
but, the other freaking,
This is gonna be one tough son of a bitch
Quarians.
to take down.
No, she hang back.
Overload will take out the...
Damn it.
On target.
Okay. Now that it's wait, do I have incendiary ammo? So the way it goes is disruptor ammo is good for shields and taking down robots generally, but fire ammo is really good for taking down armor.
Going up.
There we go. It's dead. Damn. Fucking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 of her squad is dead. No. 6, 7.
This might be
Damage
useful.
in your mech. Research. So I can now get more heavy ammo if I research it. And some materials. Power cells for heavy ammo. And then I need some money. I can tell why they freaking bothered to do that mod that got rid of the hacking minigame. Let me see. He's in there, but I want to make sure I'm not missing anything, like some cash or more. Okay, so there are survivors. At least 4.
This is your chance to go find Vitor while I tend to the wounded, Shepard. He's probably somewhere in the back of the loading bay.
Gotcha.
Monsters coming back. Mechs will protect. Safe from swarms. Have to hide. No monsters. No swarms. No.
Vitor?
No, Vitor. Not here. Swarms can't find. Monsters coming. Have to hide.
So, a change that they made to the dialogue is, they'll have, this thing called Paragon and Renegade interrupts. Basically, if you press a button, it'll basically make a change to where you'll basically interrupt, like, say, someone in the middle of a speech, or basically do something, to change instead of just, letting the moment pass. And it'll be either a Renegade or a Paragon action. I'm not going to be doing a lot of Renegade actions, but there is one I'm for sure going to show, and one more that I'm going to do no matter what, because it's so funny. Some of you might know what I'm talking about.
Nobody's gonna hurt you anymore.
I don't think he can hear you, Commander.
Have to hide.
Paragon.
You're human. Where did you hide? How come
The
they
Renegade
didn't find
action would have been to freaking shoot the
didn't find us?
computers.
you? The monsters, the swarms, they took everyone.
We
We're not
weren't
survivors,
here.
Vitor. We just got here.
You don't know. You didn't see.
So
But I
these
see
are what
everything.
came for the colonists.
Looks like security
Watch.
footage. He must have pieced it together manually.
What the hell is that?
My god. I think it's a collector.
What's a collector?
Is that some kind of alien?
They're a species from somewhere beyond the Omega-4 relay. Only a few people have ever seen one in person.
They usually work through intermediaries, like slavers or hired mercenaries. If they're involved with the Reapers somehow, it could explain what happened to the colonies.
The Collectors have advanced technology. They could have a weapon that disables an entire settlement at once.
Mm-hmm.
The Seeker swarms. No one can hide.
Oh, look at that one
The
that's on
Seekers
fire.
find you,
That
free
one is
you.
very
Then the
special.
monsters take you away.
How did you escape?
Why didn't the collectors take you?
Swarms didn't find me. Monsters didn't know I was
Excuse
here.
me.
The Collectors aren't known for being careless. Maybe his Enviro suit kept him from showing up on their sensors.
Or they were using technology specifically designed to detect humans. Only human colonies have been hit.
Interesting.
Tell me more about these swarms.
It's how they find you. Seeker clouds, machines like tiny insects. They go everywhere. They find you, then they sting you, freeze you.
Sounds like miniature probes, maybe. Find victims, then immobilize them with a stasis field or nerve toxin.
I want to know more about the collectors.
Nobody knows much. They're so rare, a lot of people don't even believe they exist.
More importantly, why are they abducting human colonists? What are they after?
Maybe the Elusive Man can figure it out.
So they're a boogeyman race.
What happened next?
The monsters took the people onto the ship, and then they left. The ship flew away. But they'll be back for me. No one escapes.
I think that's probably all we're getting out of him, Commander.
Thank you.
We appreciate what you told us. You were very helpful.
I studied them. The monsters. The swarms. I recorded them with my Omni tool. Lots of readings. Electromagnetic. Dark energy.
We need to get this data to the Elusive Man. Grab the Quarian and call the shuttle to come pick us up.
What? Vitor is injured. He needs treatment, not an interrogation.
We won't hurt him. We just need to see if he knows anything else. He'll be returned unharmed.
Your people tried to betray us once already. If we give him to you, we'll never get the intel we need.
Praza was an idiot, and he and his men paid for it. You're welcome to take Vitor's Omnitool data, but please, just let me take him.
You should join us,
You
Tally.
don't have to take Vitor and go. We could work together, just like old times.
I want to, but I can't. I've got a mission of my own. It's too important for me to abandon, even for you. When it's over, and I'm still alive, we'll see what happens.
What's the
That
mission?
sounds dangerous. What are you doing?
I don't think Cerberus needs to hear about it, but it's in Geth space. That should tell you how important it is.
Okay, so I'm actually gonna tell you what happens in this choice. It's actually... Don't pick giving him to Cerberus. You get nothing out of it, and... Oh, that poor kid gets roughed up. They are not gentle with him at all to get the information they need. So give him to Tali, because it will help us in the future.
He's traumatized and he needs medical care. Tali will give us the Omnitool data and take him to the flotilla.
Understood, Commander.
Thank you, Shepard. I'm glad you're still the one giving the orders. Good luck out there. If I find anything that can help you, I'll
Excuse
let you
me.
know.
We're ready for pickup.
That's who our main enemy will be. The Collectors. And a meeting with the Elusive Man.
Good work on Freedom's progress. The Quarians forwarded their findings from Vidor's debriefing. No new data, but it's a surprising olive branch given our history. You and I have different methods, but I can't argue with your results.
Having friends pays
You ever
off.
think about playing nice once in a while?
Diplomacy is great when it works, but difficult when everyone already perceives you as a threat. But more importantly, you confirm the Collectors are behind the abductions.
You don't seem
Why do
surprised.
I get the feeling you knew about them already?
I had my suspicions, but I needed proof. The Collectors are enigmatic at best. They periodically travel to the Terminus systems, looking to gather seemingly unimportant items or specimens, usually in exchange for their technology. When their transactions are complete, they disappear as quickly as they arrived, back beyond the unmapped Omega-4 relay. Until now, we've had no evidence of direct aggression by the Collectors.
The Omega-4 relay, this one's special.
Why is the Omega-4 relay unmapped? What do we know about it?
Only that no ship passing through it has ever returned. Our best guess is that the relay reacts differently to Collector vessels, allowing them safe passage. If they can manipulate
Excuse me.
relays, that's just further evidence of the connection with the Reapers.
Any ideas on why they've shifted their focus to humans?
If they're agents for the Reapers, it could be any number of reasons. Obviously, humanity played a huge role in Sovereign's destruction. That might have been enough to draw their attention. What really concerns me is why they bother abducting the colonists. Once the humans are paralyzed, why not just kill them?
What are the Collectors getting from these deals?
The Collectors aren't very forthcoming about their motives. Generally, they seek out species with rare genetic mutations or abnormalities. They pay slavers and merc groups exorbitant sums to obtain these specimens, and then they leave. But they've never targeted a single species before, and the previous sample sizes were in the dozens, not the tens of thousands.
What aren't you
You're
telling
holding something
me?
back. How do you know the Reapers are involved?
The patterns are there, buried in the data. The Council and the Alliance want to believe the Reaper threat died with Sovereign. You and I know better. I won't wait until the Reapers are on the march. We need to take the fight to them.
I can't do it
If this is a
alone.
war, I'll need an army. Or a really good team.
I've already compiled a list of soldiers, scientists, and mercenaries. You'll get dossiers on the best of them. Finding them and convincing them to work with you could be challenging, but you're a natural leader. I'll continue to track the Collectors. When they make their next appearance, I'll notify you and your team. Be ready.
Keep your list. I want people I trust. The ones who helped me stop Saren and the Geth.
That was 2 years ago, Commander. Most of them have moved on, or their allegiances have changed.
What happened to Kaden?
Where's Caden Olenko?
He's still with the Alliance. Promoted, I believe. His file is surprisingly well classified.
Tali?
What about Tali? She already helped us on Freedom's Progress.
That was unexpected. I need more intel before I'll commit to that.
Garrus?
Where's Garrus Vicarian?
The Turian disappeared a few months after you were declared dead. Even we haven't been able to locate him.
Rex?
Where's Erdnot Rex?
He returned to Chichanka, and he
Excuse
hasn't
me.
gone off-world in over a year. He's trying to unite the Krogan clans.
Very ambitious. And Liara?
Where's Liara Tassoni?
She's on Ilium. My sources say that she's working for the Shadow Broker. If so, she can't be trusted.
Fuck. The Shadow Broker was the information broker from the first game who, tried to get Tali killed. And I'm pretty sure the Shadow Broker was also working for, Saren, or at least helped Saren. But the Shadow Broker and the Elusive Man have some history, so
Okay, I get
he's
it.
very
You're not
apprehensive of that.
You're a leader, Shepard. You'll get who you need.
I'm a
I'm
Spectre.
still a Spectre. Maybe I can get the Council to help us out.
If you think you can convince them, by all means. Just remember, you've been
Excuse
gone
me.
a long time. Things have changed.
2 years. A lot of things can change in 2 years. Let me ask you this. Who do you think is going to come back? Because I'm going to tell you this now. Not everyone from the old team joins us, as you can already see. Maybe. For right now, she has stuff she needs to do.
You worry about the Collectors. I'll make sure my team's ready.
Good. 2 things
Liara?
before you go.
Yeah, she's
First, head to
on
Omega
her
and find
home
Morton
planet.
Solus. He's a brilliant
Oh.
Solarian scientist. Our intelligence suggests he may know how to counteract the Collector's paralyzing Seeker swarms.
Oh, excuse me. Well, no, it's not a home planet. It's just one of the Asari's planets. Their home planet is Thessia. Ilium is. It's a. Yeah, I'm not saying that. I'm not. It's spoilers.
Sounds
And the
good.
second thing.
What else?
I found a pilot I think you might like. I hear he's one of the best.
Oh,
Someone you can trust.
who is this pilot? Looky here.
Commander. Just like old times, huh?
I can't believe
Hell
it's you,
yeah,
Joker.
dude.
Look who's talking. I saw you get spaced.
Got lucky, with a lot of strings attached. How'd you get here?
It all fell apart without you, Commander. Everything you stirred up, the Council just wanted it gone. The team was broken up, record sealed, and I was grounded. The Alliance took away the one thing that
Damn.
mattered to me. Hell yeah, I joined Cerberus.
You really trust the Elusive Man?
Well, I don't trust anyone who makes more than I do. But they aren't all bad. Saved your life, let me fly, and there's this.
Look at what
only
they
told me
did.
last night.
2.0, baby. The Normandy lives again. I always get goosebumps during this part. The Normandy SR2.
I guess we'll have to give her a name.
Normandy. Excuse me. Sorry, my throat hasn't been doing too good lately, if you've noticed. Whoosh. Mission summary. Collectors confirmed as source of attacks on Freedom's progress. Quarian survivor Vita returned with Tali Zora to the Micron fleet. We'll examine his Omni tool for anything useful. Alright. Now to examine the ship. It is the same, but is also different. Upgraded. Hell yeah. Oh, dude, I haven't seen this fucking shit in years. It has been so long since I've played Mass
Welcome
Effect
aboard
2.
the New Normandy, Commander.
So waves of nostalgia hitting
I've been
me.
looking over the dossiers. I'd strongly recommend starting by acquiring Morgan Solus, the Solarian
Excuse me.
professor on Omega. We know the Collectors use some type of advanced technology to immobilize their victims. We'll need him to develop a countermeasure to protect us.
Good
Without
point.
that countermeasure, we'll be helpless if we ever run into the Collectors.
Acquiring Professor Solus seems like the most logical
Oh.
place to start.
Who are you?
I am the Normandy's artificial intelligence. The crew like to refer to me as Edie.
Oh shit. The new character, Edie. She's not a VI, she is an AI. So she is... How do I phrase this? She has the potential to be something very dangerous. No, technically she's on par or above the Geth. Because with the Geth, how it works is a Geth is not just one AI, it is actually like hundreds of thousands of different programs in one body. So when one Geth dies, the programs don't necessarily die, they just get reused because they're saved somewhere else. While Edie is just a single program. Joker won't like this.
Most aren't happy when someone takes control of a ship away from them. Especially Joker.
I do not helm the ship. Mr. Moreau's talents will not go to waste. During combat, I operate the electronic warfare and cyber warfare suites. Beyond that, I cannot interface with the ship's systems. I observe and offer analysis and advice. Nothing more.
I'm gonna just say this now. I love Edie. Edie is great. You'll see why later on.
I'm guessing it takes more than just the three of us plus Joker to fly this ship.
The Normandy has a full crew. They're at their station awaiting your orders.
Excuse me.
Preparations for takeoff are complete, Commander. When you're ready to go, just pick a destination from the galaxy map in the CIC and I'll plot a course.
Jacob and I should return to our posts. Come find us if you have any questions.
Okay. Now let's go talk to everyone on the ship. The galaxy map. The private terminal. The armory. Oh, God. The elevator is a fucking highlighted feature. Ooh. And the captain's quarters. That's someplace that I'm really glad exists on the ship, but I'll show you right now. The tech lab, acquire the professor to research upgrades for your squad's equipment. So we cannot research anything until we get the scientists on the ship. So before anything, we're gonna go talk to Joker.
Can you believe this, Commander? It's my baby! Better than new. It fits me like a glove! And leather seats! Military may set the hardware standard, but on a first-gen frigate, they could care less if the seats breathe. Civilian sector comfort by design.
The reproduction is not intended to be perfect, Mr. Moreau. Seamless improvements were made.
And there's the downside. I liked the Normandy when she was beautiful and quiet. Now she's got this thing I don't want to talk about. It's like ship cancer.
Oh, Joker, be nice. This ship is just a copy.
It's not the same, Joker. There's nothing here that was even part of the real Normandy.
There's us. I have to take what I can
Yeah,
get.
right?
The last 2 years sucked.
Mm.
You'll see. Even if an AI is spying on us, no way they'll invest this much just to screw us over. It'll be better than the old days.
I hope so. I died.
Yeah, you were such a downer.
Yes, because you technically were the one that killed me, asshole.
Yes, Shepard.
Tell me about
I
yourself,
want to know
Edie.
more about you.
Do you have a specific inquiry?
Your
What
job.
do you do aboard the ship?
I operate the ship's electronic and cyber warfare
Excuse me.
suites in combat. My reaction time is much faster than any organic. I collate the records of shipboard monitoring devices for the Elusive Man. I serve additional functions which are restricted at this time.
Additional
Restricted functions? Like what?
I do not know. Some of my databases are sealed, some of my hardware is kept offline. I assume that when certain unknown conditions are met, those functions will be released to me.
Oh, shit.
Cyber warfare means things like viruses, right?
In close-range ship-to-ship combat, I can sometimes break through the firewalls of an enemy's internal wireless network. Once I seize control of their systems, I can turn off gravity or air. I can disable weapons guidance or shields, or I can put their fusion plant in meltdown. On the defense, I manage Normandy's own suite of jammers, decoys, and internal firewalls.
Ooh.
Sounds incredibly useful. Why isn't there someone like that on every warship?
An organic operator cannot react quickly enough to changing circumstances, or perform the necessary multitasking. This is a role that can only be filled by an artificial intelligence. Unfortunately, we are suspect.
Well, it might have something to do with how an AI almost destroyed galactic civilization, just putting it out there.
Yeah. Monitoring devices?
The Elusive Man has monitoring devices on board?
He has invested most of Cerberus's resources into the design and construction of this ship. He has an interest in monitoring our progress.
Let's discuss something
Ready.
else.
Cerberus.
I want to know more about the people I'm working with.
Much of that data is classified. Do you have a specific inquiry?
Buck.
What sort of resources does Cerberus have? Money, personnel, facilities?
I have a block that prevents me from answering that question.
Woof.
What do you mean?
Although I am less controlled than other AI, I am still subject to behavioral blocks and the physical isolation of my hardware. In this case, I am prevented from truthfully answering your question by Cerberus's levels of secret classification.
Okay, the
How
structure.
is Cerberus organized? Aside from the Elusive Man, I don't see much chain of command.
Cerberus is organized into task-oriented cells. Each operates in isolation. Members from one cell cannot recognize the members of another. Each cell's agents are led by a single operator.
Excuse me.
We are called the Lazarus Cell, which is directed by Operator Lawson.
How many cells are
So
there?
how many operations is Cerberus running right now?
I have a block that prevents me from answering that question.
How did
Building
Cerberus
the
replicate
Normandy.
the most advanced warship in the Alliance Navy without anyone knowing?
I have a block that prevents me from answering that question.
Wonderful.
Let's discuss
Ready.
something else. What's this area of the ship?
This is the bridge, where the navigator plots our FTL vectors, and the helmsman maneuvers the ship.
Yeah, sitting right here, thanks.
That's all for now.
Logging you out, Shepard.
I love ED. Let's see. Codex entry. Oh, and Yeoman Chambers.
Welcome aboard, Commander.
So she's someone that, she's a friend of ours. We'll get to know her really soon.
I'm Yeoman Kelly Chambers. I've been assigned as your administrative assistant. I'll manage your messages and help you monitor the crew. And I must say, it's such an honor to
Excuse
work
me.
under you, Commander Shepard.
The pleasure's
I'm
mine.
glad to have you on the team, Miss Chambers.
Please, call me Kelly.
Okay, Kelly.
Sure.
Anything else?
How is the
Is there
crew?
anything I should know?
You have unread messages at your private terminal. Anything else, Commander?
Do you have a moment to talk?
I always have time for you, Commander.
What do you do here?
What are your responsibilities?
I'll keep you notified of any messages or appointments you might have. If any of the crew has important business to discuss, I'll make sure you know.
Isn't
Is
that
that
the type
all?
of task better suited for a VI?
Yes, but being your yeoman is just my official role. Unofficially, I observe the crew. Everyone knows how risky our mission is. Many of us may not be coming back. I have a degree in psychology. I'm good at sensing when people are overly taxed.
You're a counselor?
You make sure the crew's mental health is sound?
Yes, I look for warning signs. I listen. It's not a full-time job, and it's most effective when done informally.
We're lucky to have
It's
someone
good that
with
you're
your
here,
skills,
then.
Kelly.
Thank you, Shepard. What else would you like to know?
So Kelly is someone... Okay. You remember in the first game when we got with Shaira, the one-night stand Asari? Kelly is someone we can get on with on the down low. So say we're in a committed relationship, we can get with Kelly and have there be no consequences. I'm not gonna do that. For a lot of reasons I'm not gonna do that, but if you want to do it, you can. I'm gonna just say this now. Homegirl is a freak. I'm not gonna say any more than that. Just, you'll figure it out on your own.
This organization has a dark reputation. Do you have any concerns working for them?
Not at all. Our methods can be harsh, but Cerberus has noble objectives. We look out for human interests, advance human technology, save human lives. They're good goals.
Does Cerberus hate aliens?
Sounds like Cerberus wants to dominate all aliens and put humankind on top.
Cerberus looks out for humanity, but that doesn't mean we hate aliens. My sister started a dog shelter, but she loved cats too. I love humanity. I also love Asari, Quarian, Turian, Solarian, Hanar. That isn't in conflict with Cerberus ideals.
You're very loving,
That's
Kelly.
a very positive attitude.
What can I say? I'm a people person. Anything else you'd like to talk about?
I like Kelly. But, she's one of those characters that doesn't really get a lot of depth, I'll say that much. Everything you'll know about her, you'll know right now, and it's not really expanded on until maybe towards the end of the game.
How do you feel about being assigned to the Normandy?
I was handpicked by the Elusive Man to help fight the greatest threat known to humanity. How do I feel? Honored, exhilarated, terrified. But mostly I feel encouraged. Under your leadership, we can't fail.
Don't worry. We'll defeat the Collectors.
I trust you implicitly. The moment I met you, I knew I could close my eyes, fall back, and you'd be there.
I'd embrace you. No,
Your
I'd
trust
catch
is
you.
well placed, Kelly.
I knew it would be. Thank you, Shepard. Anything else you'd like to talk about?
I better go.
No.
Okay. Maybe we'll talk later.
Let's see. I'll check the private terminal towards the end. That's where we'll get emails and messages. The weapons, wing. This is where we can change our loadout and talk to Jacob. This is where he hangs out.
Commander, there hasn't been time to really settle in and take stock. I want to say that working with you is a great opportunity to do something that matters. It's a privilege to serve on the Normandy, Commander.
It's a risky
You
assignment.
may change your tune if we end up like the original Normandy.
Maybe. As long as the Elusive Man walks his talk, and you do the same, I'll do my best to make sure we succeed.
Excuse me.
That's been the condition for my service so far. I have issues with certain actions Cerberus has taken in the past.
What has Cerberus done to make you nervous?
A lot. They've been called terrorists, and with good reason. Doubt you can find a more checkered past. But if the Collector threat is real, and we do something about it, Cerberus will be remembered differently. Or we'll all be tried and executed. Can't count on people thinking about it as hard as I have.
Good to
I look
have you
forward to
aboard
working
then,
with you,
dude.
Mr. Taylor.
Likewise, Commander. Let me know if you need anything.
So, a little background on something. Jacob can be romanced if you're a female shepherd, but he was also originally supposed to be a romance for male shepherd as well, but that was cut. And funny enough about that, I shit you not, his romance for male shepherd would have had scenes that were shot-for-shot recreations of the movie Broken. And you'd think, what? Why the fuck is that? Because, it was 2010? No, 2010? No, 2010. Either 2010 or 2008 when this game came out. I want to say 2008. And being gay was still kind of an iffy thing. So they felt that if they used the scenes if they recreated the scenes from Brokeback to be kind of artsy-fartsy, it would be more accepted. But something kind of happened. Do you remember the sex scene with Liara and Ashley that we didn't see? That actually got caught up by Fox News, and they got into a big PR shitstorm, and they had to basically change a bunch of things during development. Now, we'll still be able to bang in this game. I'm not gonna freaking say that we won't. But there's some things that had to be changed, and it's a shame of what happened. Okay. Let's talk with the rest of the crew, because there is more people we can talk to.
Commander, you've received a new message at your private terminal.
Yes, and I'll deal with it when we go. Actually, let me show you the captain. Oh, damn, that was quick. This is the captain's quarters. And look at this, a fish tank. And you know what that means? We will be able to get our own fish for the game. But there is a but there. If I kind of forget to feed them, they can die. So we have to be buddy-buddy with Kelly. I don't think romance, or maybe something else, but Kelly can feed our fish. I just forget what triggers it. I think you do have to trigger the romance with her, but I don't remember. Our bed, we can play music. Nope. 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 This one's kind of nice, but no. Nope. There's a specific song I want to play. Nope. Yeah! This is the jam. The Medal of Honor. Where's that? So this is where we can view our achievements. And look, we even got a little picture of Liara. It'll change depending on who your romance is, but that way you can always have your certain someone there with you even if they're not here. Oh, and this. We'll also be able to collect ship models. So right there we got the model for, I think, the SR2, but we can get one for the original Normandy and all other sorts of ships. And one more thing. I was wanting to keep it a secret, and maybe I still will. Fish are not the only pet we can get. There is a secret one, but I'm not going to tell you what it is. You'll know when we see it. I'll go to crew to be the last one, but let's go to engineering. Monitoring station? Daniels and Donnelly, the engineers. These guys, will be our very good friends, too. They're side characters.
You came all the way down here to save us?
Excuse me.
Speaking to our commanding officer.
I'm touring the
Hello.
ship, getting to know my crew.
I'm Engineer Ken Donnelly, handling the power control systems. This is Gabby.
That's Engineer
Ken and Gabby.
Gabriella Daniels, actually. I'm responsible for the propulsion systems.
What can we do for you, Commander?
Ken is a big fucking horn dog. I love Ken so much because he just always tries to shoot his shot every single time. With everyone, well, not everyone, but women specifically, but he's missing what's right in front